Kim Jong-un, North Korea's leader, commands absolute power in one of the world's most secretive nations. His family has ruled the Democratic People's Republic of Korea for decades, tightly controlling all information. When Kim speaks, the world pays attention. His words can shift the region's sense of security. On October 5, 2025, Kim made a major announcement at a military event, just before the 80th anniversary of the Workers' Party of Korea. He revealed that North Korea has deployed new special assets to monitor key targets, directly responding to increased U.S. military activity in South Korea. The U.S. and South Korea regularly hold joint military exercises, which North Korea views as rehearsals for invasion. Kim's message: North Korea is not just watching, but actively countering what it sees as threats. The timing, right before a national celebration, was deliberate, projecting strength to his people and sending a warning to the U.S. and its allies. These announcements are classic North Korean strategy: respond to pressure with more pressure. By making this statement now, Kim aims to rally his people and intimidate adversaries. The world is left guessing about the nature of these new assets and what they mean for peace. Tensions are high, and every move is being closely watched. Kim's leadership style is about projecting power, both at home and abroad. The announcement sets the stage for a tense period on the Korean Peninsula. North Korea's actions are calculated to maximize their impact. The regime uses these moments to reinforce its narrative of strength and resilience. For North Koreans, this is a reminder of their leader's promise to protect them. For the outside world, it's a signal that the status quo is shifting. The coming days will reveal how the U.S. and its allies respond. The Korean Peninsula stands on edge, waiting for what comes next. Kim Jong-un's message was blunt. North Korea's military buildup is a direct response to the U.S. increasing its forces in South Korea. He stated, "As the U.S. presence grows, so does our strategic focus." By linking his actions to Washington's, Kim shifts blame for rising tensions onto the U.S. He warned, "Our enemies should be concerned about the direction their security environment is evolving." This is psychological pressure, meant to make the U.S., South Korea, and Japan reconsider their military strategies. Kim's approach is classic brinkmanship: create a crisis, force adversaries to the negotiating table. He's betting that the risk of conflict will push the U.S. and its allies to offer concessions. North Korea's sense of insecurity drives this strategy. Surrounded by powerful neighbors, it sees military strength as survival. Nuclear weapons are central to this posture. Kim's warning is a declaration of defiance. He will not back down. The message is clear: North Korea will match every U.S. move with one of its own. This high-stakes standoff is designed to keep adversaries off balance. Kim's words are meant to unsettle, not reassure. The world is left to wonder what North Korea might do next. Kim Jong-un didn't just announce new deployments. He promised even more military advances. He vowed North Korea will undoubtedly develop additional military measures, fueling uncertainty and fear. This ambiguity is a weapon, keeping adversaries guessing about what's next. The timing is pointed. As the U.S. boosts its regional presence, Kim signals North Korea will match every move. It's a cycle of action and reaction, escalating tensions. For North Koreans, Kim's promise reinforces his image as a strong leader, committed to military-first policies. Despite economic hardship, the regime prioritizes weapons development to build national pride. What could these new measures be? Advanced ICBMs, tactical nuclear weapons, nuclear submarines, or hypersonic missiles are all possibilities. Each new weapon increases the risk of confrontation. Kim's message: North Korea won't be intimidated or outpaced. The world should expect more weapons tests and rising tension. This arms race is far from over. Kim's strategy is to keep adversaries on edge. The next phase of North Korea's military buildup is already underway. On October 10, 2025, North Korea will stage a massive military parade in Pyongyang for the Workers' Party's 80th anniversary. These parades are more than celebrations. They're displays of military might for both domestic and international audiences. Soldiers march in perfect formation, tanks and missiles roll through the streets, and new weapons are often unveiled. The world's intelligence agencies will watch closely for signs of next-generation missiles, like the rumored Hwasong-20 ICBM. Parades are North Korea's way of confirming new capabilities without launching a test. For North Koreans, the parade is a source of pride, and a reminder of the regime's strength. For the government, it's a propaganda tool to justify military spending despite economic hardship. Kim's recent speech about special assets sets the stage for the parade's message. When new missiles appear, the world will remember his warning. The parade turns rhetoric into reality, amplifying the psychological impact. This strategy maximizes pressure on adversaries and boosts support at home. North Korea uses these moments to project unity and power. The world will be watching for what's revealed. The parade is both a warning and a celebration. North Korea is no longer isolated. It's forging closer ties with Russia and China. This new alliance shifts the balance of power in Asia, giving Kim Jong-un more confidence to confront the US and its allies. North Korea has reportedly sent troops and artillery to support Russia in Ukraine, expecting food, fuel, and advanced military technology in return. Russian expertise in submarines, satellites, and missiles could accelerate North Korea's weapons programs. Kim's relationship with China is also deepening. He recently attended a military parade in Beijing alongside Xi Jinping and Vladimir Putin. The image of these three leaders together signals a united front against the West. China remains North Korea's most important economic partner and political ally. This growing partnership makes it harder for the US to pressure North Korea through the UN. Russia and China are now more likely to shield Pyongyang from new sanctions. The three-way alliance gives Kim a safety net, allowing him to act more boldly. For the US and its allies, this is a new and complex challenge. North Korea's defiance is now backed by powerful friends. The region's security landscape is being redrawn. Kim's confidence is at an all-time high. The stakes for global security have never been greater. South Korea's politics are shifting, adding new uncertainty to the peninsula. In June 2025, Lee Jae-myung became president, promising a softer approach to North Korea than his hardline predecessor. While the previous government favored military strength and close U.S. ties, President Lee wants dialogue and engagement. He may restart talks and offer humanitarian aid, hoping to ease tensions. But Kim Jong-un's recent actions suggest he's not interested in dialogue. He's focused on military strength. Kim may see Seoul's new approach as a weakness to exploit, increasing pressure to extract concessions. This could create friction between South Korea and the US, which remains committed to deterrence. North Korea is skilled at exploiting divisions among its adversaries. President Lee faces a tough balancing act, pursuing peace without appearing weak. The alliance with the US could be tested by differing strategies. Kim will watch for any opportunity to drive a wedge between Seoul and Washington. The future of the peninsula depends on how these leaders navigate the crisis. The stakes for peace and security are higher than ever. Kim Jong-un's moves have destabilized the Korean Peninsula, raising the risk of conflict. Every North Korean action prompts a reaction from the US, South Korea, and Japan, fueling a dangerous cycle of escalation. The new alliance with Russia and China challenges the US-led order in Asia, evoking Cold War tensions. South Korea and Japan are likely to boost their own defenses, potentially sparking an arms race. For ordinary Koreans, rising tensions mean more anxiety and economic hardship. North Korea's focus on the military diverts resources from its struggling economy. Globally, North Korea's defiance undermines efforts to prevent nuclear proliferation. Its cooperation with Russia sends a message that nuclear weapons can bring security and leverage. The world faces a more dangerous, divided landscape. The risk of miscalculation or accidental conflict is real. The Korean Peninsula is once again a flashpoint. The consequences could be global. The world is watching North Korea with growing alarm. Kim Jong-un's intentions are clear. He will keep building his military in response to US actions. The upcoming parade will reveal whether North Korea has new, more advanced weapons. More missile launches and possibly a new nuclear test could follow, escalating tensions further. Kim uses these displays to prove his threats are real and to pressure adversaries. The US, South Korea, and Japan must decide, respond with more pressure, risking escalation, or seek dialogue and risk appearing weak. South Korea's new government adds complexity, making a unified response harder. The choices made now will shape the region's future. North Korea's confidence is growing, backed by advanced weapons and powerful allies. The risk of conflict, by design or accident, is higher than it's been in years. The world cannot ignore what's happening on the peninsula. The next chapter in this crisis is just beginning. The stakes for global peace have never been higher.